thought we were gonna do the welcome back. That came out of nowhere.
Yeah, we can't. We could do welcome back.
Okay, ready? 3, 2.
I had to get zoned. Okay.
I got you. No, I got you.
Jason's in here mentally, bro. We're about to see Jason's A
I had to
game.
get zoned in.
Wake up! Everybody said to wake up.
You wanted to. It's all right. You ain't gonna fall in. He hasn't yet, at least.
I don't think you trust in my
No, let's check it. Finish it.
self-righteous suicide. Cause I cry when angels
Deserves
to die. Okay, sorry. Guys.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Speaking Sporadically.
We are so glad to have you guys listening today. Episode 102.
Yeah.
I
Sorry, I had to
believe.
skip 15 seconds to get to this.
Yeah.
But that's how it is.
Hey, that's what you guys come here for. If you have anything on your mind, or if you've been thinking about hitting that subscribe button, just go ahead and do it, and I'll give you something else to think about. One time, your parents picked you up and then set you down, and they never picked you up again.
Your parents. Wait.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh yeah. No, I got you. I understand. Yeah, it's like eventually you're gonna watch like your last, like your favorite cartoon. You're gonna watch an episode for the last time ever. You know what I mean?
I'm going to make my mom and dad pick me up again, just because you said that.
Reset that.
Yeah, reset it.
When was the last time?
When you were young.
It's probably,
bro.
for me, I think like when I was like decently older, like 8, I would fall asleep in the car and they'd bring me
Yeah.
in. That was probably the last
We
time.
counting that?
Yeah,
Hey,
absolutely.
yeah,
They picked you up,
yeah, they
didn't
picked
they?
you up.
All right.
Set you
Yeah,
down.
I don't know then.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was probably like 10ish, maybe if I fell asleep on the couch or
I
something.
think my dad's like tossed me to the pool and stuff at like a pretty old age. But you're in the water, right? But like,
Yeah, that might count. Whatever. If you've been sleeping,
I thought you meant you like.
oh, I didn't know how to
He,
swim.
like,
I was
he
learning to
picked
swim.
you
He's
up and
like,
just
you gotta learn,
chucked you into
gotta,
the pool.
gotta learn sometime.
Okay.
if you've been sleeping too well at night, nothing. Yeah, I don't have anything to think about, or your showers are kind of boring. There's a shower thought for you. But that's not what we're doing today.
Yeah, no. What we're doing today, it was Jacob's idea, I think. We thought it would be pretty fun to just go through some. I'm gonna just go through, pick out some inventions,
Actually, like
either
that's a
well known or
sound.
weird or unique. Or
Yeah, my head's hollow.
can you do that again and like put the
It was, like,
mic
so
up to it?
loud.
Like I don't know if they heard it, but I heard it.
I talked about this before. One of my guys I became good friends with at Buckeye Boys State would hit his head,
Oh.
and it was like hollow. Like if I knocked on this hollow globe, that's what his head sounded like. It was hilarious. He would do it all the time too. We called him Caveman.
Oh, man. But I'm gonna read off some inventions, and they're gonna guess when they were invented.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna laugh at them when they're wrong. All right.
Yeah, because I think this could be a cool topic because it's going to be interesting to see
Yeah.
whether, like, I think if we're surprised, like, wow, we've had this invention for this many years, or like, this is only this year.
Oh.
Or
I'm kind of afraid I'm gonna say something stupid.
I definitely
I'm gonna be so.
I don't know if
off.
It's all right. We're gonna break the ice on the first one.
I don't
and
know if
then-
Isaiah will say this throughout the list, but the invention that made me think of this was cameras,
I'll try to.
because I would not have been right on that guess.
I'll
That was
keep an eye
actually.
out.
That's funny. Is I actually have a class about that has mentioned that.
Interesting.
Now I wouldn't know it, but I know. I know.
I've been told.
But I've been told. I just wasn't paying attention to that class.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna break the ice on this one. I think. Okay. You ready?
Nice pick.
Mechanical calculator.
So is that just like a calculator then?
Mechanical calculator.
Okay. Calculator.
I just looked at a picture to verify, and it is in fact an actual mechanical calculator. Yeah.
Okay.
So
What do you think?
can we like team discuss this and like come
Yeah,
up
of
with
course.
a,
Yeah, you
So,
can come to a consensus.
I'm thinking
but-
like we can go pretty old
I'm
because
thinking like Roman Empire here,
Okay.
like
So
700
see
700
BC.
BC. Ooh.
well I think
So-
mechanical is the tough word because obviously they had like we'll say like graphs or charts that would show easy calculations
I
for 'em.
don't think Romans had zero though. Is something to think about.
Can we get a picture?
No.
Yeah, so yeah.
That would make it too easy.
I guess
think.
my mind, I'm thinking of like now like a steampunk.
Are we way
you know,
off right now at
big
700?
cannon.
Yeah, I'm thinking like a real big machine.
You are
where you're
way
like-
off, but you guys were in the right state of mind when you're like, okay, it's older than because I would have thought mechanical calculator, mechanical. Oh, like
Watch your mic,
19
bro.
something. I mean, like
my what?
So I'm
it's
I
fine.
am I'm gonna
Thank
think
you.
it's I'm gonna think it's I'm gonna think it's AC.
Oh, I meant to say I meant to
AD.
say AD when I said BC actually.
80. Okay.
Yeah, I meant to say AD.
Yeah, it's because there's two different sides. There's like
C-
BC,
CE.
CE. That's what I was
CE
thinking
and
of.
AD.
CE, and then there's like
Yeah.
BCE or something
Yeah.
like that. Okay.
BC and AD.
Yes, but that's what we'll go then.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say 80, and then
I'm kind of thinking like more like
Yeah, now
16, 1700.
yeah, I'm thinking 1500s.
Because like,
I agree with Devin.
because like
I
I'm
think
thinking
somewhere
like,
like that.
it's a big machine where you like input the numbers, but
Yeah.
it does like full on mechanical like, and it like spits out some sign that gives you the.
yeah, so you're thinking like 1600 and English
So,
Industrial Revolution
I
era.
would be thinking.
I like that.
I'd be thinking yes. I'd say if I had a guess on my own, I'd say somewhere like 1750.
1700.
Yeah.
Let's just go 1700.
You guys are 58 years away.
Come on, boys.
way? Up or
You-
down?
don't care.
Too modern. It was 1642.
Oh.
I was
It
thinking
was
Yeah,
called
that was better.
the
That was my fault.
Pascaline. It was built by
Pascaline.
Pascal, Blaise.
Now
Pascal.
can we see a picture?
He
Because
was
I want to
French.
see what was the
Yeah.
first calculator. I want to see
Yeah,
that.
I mean Devin was pretty spot on when he was talking about
Imagine looking that sucker the math class.
a bigger.
It was probably like only one in every like 3 scientific places. You
Okay.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
probably
Like the
like
first
100.
computers. They
Here's
took
the
up whole
design.
rooms.
See.
that's what the
I figured it would look like a
inside is-
typewriter type.
Damn.
yeah. So they have these cylinders that rotate, and then they have like slots that when you rotate one cylinder a certain amount, it fits its slot into another one, and then it rotates, and that's how they accomplish it. So that's what it is.
Did that only do like basic add, addition, and subtraction then?
Okay. It was especially successful in the design.
Probably
It
did division.
adds 1 to 9 on one dial, carries 1 to the next dial when the first dial changes from 9 to 0. Made each digit independent of the state of others, enabling. Nah, this thing could do a lot, man. It could add. I don't know the
could
the
add
digit.
some.
I don't know. I don't know the.
I
the
can
limit.
add.
I bet I'm smarter than
I
that.
don't know the
Five
limit.
and seven.
How much it could add. It didn't say. It didn't say.
Okay. I was just wondering if it knew how to do like multiplication or something too. But
Okay.
No, it didn't.
Oh,
Okay.
Some of these are pretty.
see another one.
Okay. I thought that one would get you guys, man. You guys are on it.
Yeah, we're them.
All right.
We're hens.
We're hims.
We're they thems.
I've
I'm
been
gonna-
thinking of Jason Atchias recently.
I'm gonna go
Just
with.
playing.
They thems. I mean, you just got to go.
How could
by
you
it.
be? You could be two plurals.
Oh, what's that one guy? He is they them now.
He's two pluralatives. Is that what
Sam
they're
Smith.
called?
Yeah. the singer.
Yeah. I heard him talking. He said when he retires, he wants to be a fisher. Them.
Oh.
All right,
Okay.
you got.
We're
one?
gonna. Yeah. I'm gonna move on. When was the dandy horse invented?
What is that?
What is a dandy horse, you might ask?
Yes.
Very, very close precursor to the bicycle.
Oh, I was not gonna guess.
It was also called a velocipede.
I had no clue, dude. Let's go.
I'm thinking like same time frame, bro. I'm thinking like 1780s.
Pretty close.
That is over 120 years after the calculator.
I'm thinking 16.
I was thinking more like 1500s. So
I was gonna say,
Late
I was gonna think
1500s?
More like. Let me
1590s.
think about that.
Back in the 80s to 1580s.
Yeah. Now it's 1300s, 1400s. With, yeah.
So you just want to do like 1500 flat then,
Yeah.
about the average.
Yeah.
Final answer?
Yeah, sure.
1500? You guys are 317 years off.
Really? Was it 12?
1817.
Oh, that's
Baron Karl von Drace invents the dandy horse.
So that was after the calculator, then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you threw
Quite
yourself
a
back
bit
there.
after the calculators.
Yeah,
crazy,
what a
actually.
curveball.
That was dirty.
This thing looks weird too. I mean, it doesn't look too weird. It looks like a bicycle, but like
Okay.
it was foot.
Yeah, that
propelled.
like that's. I would expect. How was a calculator
It was
made
foot
before
propelled.
that?
But I mean,
The wheel has been such.
Dude, on
actually
those
for
on
so
those
long,
old
and then-
foot propelled bikes, so I could get some speed.
yeah,
I'm not gonna play around.
they have them for kids.
Yeah, we had
Instead
one.
of training wheels, you just get the feet going.
Yeah.
And-
And you coast, sort of.
Cool.
all right.
Intriguing.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Do you just have like a list? Of
Yeah,
stuff?
I'm just going down a list of stuff. Some of them are getting like I don't really care about the.
Irrelevant.
Yeah, they're just odd.
I bet you wouldn't be able to name.
Oh, I'm gonna say this one just because I found something. I learned something cool that we learned as like a society recently. So I'll ask. Okay, where was it? When do you think reinforced concrete was invented?
Like with rebar in it.
Yeah, it's just putting rebar in concrete. Well, when did they start building skyscrapers in New York? Probably invented during that. That's
18.
It doesn't have to be rebar, but it is. I clicked on it to double check.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Because
like
it says it's a composite material that's considered reinforced, but usually it says rebar
that might be earlier then.
is involved. I mean, rebar's just iron, so
1770s.
Yeah,
Under-
as good as guess as any.
under mechanical properties, it says tensile strength, and then it just says stronger than concrete.
I think it's a little after that. I think I'm more like 1820s.
1820s.
I have to find it again, so
Concrete.
keep
You think
debating.
they signed the Constitution in a non? What was it? You said
Reinforced.
reinforced
I think it's
concrete
possible.
building.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know.
Well, I lost it, so sorry.
I think the Liberty Bell was held up by non-reinforced concrete.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, reinforced concrete really isn't used in the buildings. It's used in the base.
Foundations.
What do you
I
think,
we
Jason?
go. I think we go like early 1800s.
I think-
is what I'm,
I'm
kind
good
of
with
feeling.
1820s. You go with that, Jason?
That's fine.
1820s?
Yep.
You guys are 33 years off.
Come on, man.
Number down.
1953, Francois
That's-
Coligny invents reinforced concrete. And the funny thing
gonna
that
say.
I learned just today that I kind of want to talk about on the pod, but I'll make it quick. The Romans had a version of concrete. Obviously, Roman structures are still everywhere their empire expanded to, and they're still visible. And our concrete, we've known this, is not as good as theirs, but we couldn't figure out the recipe for their concrete until now. We figured it out. And I don't know the exact composition of what they figured out, but what it was that made it so good is when they mixed it, some of the dry concrete powder was still packed together in like these little chunks. So if something cracked and water seeped in, then the water would mix with that dry concrete and re-solidify, making it stronger than what it was before the crack even came in. That's what made Roman concrete so good, and we know that now. That's pretty cool.
Doesn't really seem practical for modern building purposes, though.
Concrete, bro. When you think about carbon emissions and stuff like that, a lot of carbon emissions is accounted towards repaving things and just the amount of transportation. Vehicles doesn't really make sense, but transportation byways that we use, that's all pavement and stuff like that, and concrete. So if we could use that on concrete walkways,
Yeah, I guess
rather
for-
than
for
repaving it all the
walkways, it's a lot
time,
more effective.
then yeah, and they just last longer too. Okay, sorry for that tangent.
Jason.
I got to throw you guys. These are too easy. I got one. Piano. What did this baby look like?
See, like, this is definitely gonna be one that I feel like we're gonna be way off on.
When was the piano constructed?
Did anything really happen from like 900
Piano?
AD to 1400 AD?
Piano.
Was that the Dark Ages?
So
900 to 1400? Was that like the Dark
I
Ages
think
and the
your mom
Renaissance?
was born that frame.
That was more Dark Ages. Yeah.
What did you say? Who was born?
That was all right.
His mom
Is
was
your mom? That was a good your mom joke.
Yeah, those are like the Middle Ages.
I haven't told one of those in like.
Dude, I got a gang of those. I got a surplus of your mama jokes.
Let's
Think Boys piano.
Okay. Member of the brass family.
String
Brass
family.
piano.
String family, bro.
Percussion. My bad. So.
Yeah, probably during the Renaissance, something like the 1300s,
Okay.
1500s.
Mm,
don't look at me.
okay.
I'm trying to find another like.
I'm gonna say it's after that.
I think so too.
I'm gonna be. I mean, I could be way off too, though. Was it before? I don't know. What, 1600?
I'm more around that range.
1600.
I have no clue. We'll go up. We'll go
Approved.
1500 because
I think
in between
1550.
We'd have to
Okay,
go
15,
15.
yep.
Because there's two 16s.
1550.
1550. Lock it in.
You are 159 years off.
It's not bad.
Okay. Yeah, I thought that was a little bit closer for the piano.
It's lower.
Plus 100.
So 250.
In 1709, Bartolomeo Cristofori crafts the first piano. And apparently it sounded
1709.
terrible.
I
Evidently
bet.
it sounded
I
not
bet,
that
yeah.
good. From what I've
Who
gathered.
made this? Never do this again.
Yeah.
The guy saw like a banjo and he's like, I can work with this. I could do something here.
I'm just gonna hammer the strings.
Yeah. Let me just drop little hammers on the string.
All right, guys.
It's instruments are kind of. I mean, okay.
Instruments are what? No, you can talk about that.
Because like they would have had to not only make it but also be able to like tweak it out for how long? And to like think about even if you like picked up a violin right now and like just tried to like study with everything, like everyone knows how to do violins, but like imagine being the first person to try to figure out how to do the violin. Like that would be tough. I feel like.
Yeah.
Like,
Instrument.
imagine
the invention of instruments
how
is
long
crazy.
you would go thinking like is this even possible to make it sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bugles. They
It
always
could be
have-
opposite. They could like first try like when they made
Oh,
you know, like, oh my, I gotta make sure I think this out properly and make sure it actually makes some sense. Like the first time they ripped it, right? They were like, okay, that's the standard for what sounds good. Then, like, there could be a whole nother timeline where like those screeches
Yeah.
or the weird sounds that strings can make,
I think-
are the pretty sounds.
I think
and then
what's-
the elegant notes are actually like the bad notes.
I think what sounds good to us is a biological
Yeah, I think-
factor. I think I
That,
don't.
that
think
popped
we
into
could-
my head midway through formulating
Yeah,
that.
I mean it's
because-
a good thought, like a good notion to think about.
Because beauty is biologically seen through creatures.
I mean, listen
especially
to dolphins,
in symmetry.
bro. Like mating calls. Like this, half the mating calls sound horrendous. Think of all the birds around the world that just like, what is that noise? Like, shut up, please, I'm trying to sleep. But that's somebody like a beautiful love song to them, you know?
Well, yeah, I guess that's in
So
favor
it's
of my
just-
initial argument then.
No, it's biological. So it's because they're biologically trained
Yeah.
to hear it sound.
Oh,
It
yeah.
sounds good to them, but to us it doesn't because we're not biologically.
like how we all hate nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, that's.
I kinda
I
like
think
that.
that's because it's like claws on rocks or something. I feel like I heard that somewhere,
no.
which could be entirely wrong, but like if like a
If a cat's
cat is hunting
climbing
you
up
or
the hill.
something, you know.
You guys ever think that
'Cause
whole theory of like, you know, comparing things back to, you know, caveman times is a little overstretched, or you think it is
Sometimes
pretty accurate?
it is, but sometimes it makes sense. You know, I mean, nails
I know
on a
it can-
chalkboard.
it
What does
can
nails on a
make-
chalkboard do? It makes the hairs on the back of your neck stand
Yeah,
up.
it's
Yeah,
like just
yeah.
it's unsatisfying.
It's-
like
well, it's unsettling even.
yes,
And
It's
that's exactly what I would
like
want
you-
to feel if something's behind me and I'm not entirely aware,
Your
but a
spidey
sound
sense.
kind of signals it, or something around me, but I don't see it. But like, you know, if someone like scrapes something, it's like, let's turn my attention towards that and try to prevent that from happening, or get as far away from it as possible. I think it has a lot of valid notions in that realm of theories that make it just worthwhile considering. You guys ready for
Yes.
another one?
Mm-hmm.
What year was the flying shuttle invented? Flying
Pass. That's stupid.
shuttle.
What's a flying shuttle?
Give me a year. I'll give you what it is.
2017.
I don't even know what a flying shuttle is.
2000. 2000.
Do you want me to read it?
They use those in San Fran, bro.
Sure.
Like trolleys.
The flying shuttle was one of the key developments of the industrialization of weaving. I'll give you that.
1207.
Next. I was thinking you were going to do like common items, bro.
I'll give you a visual.
You're doing dumb items, bro.
Yeah.
This website's
500 ABC.
Is there only one website for these things?
500 BC.
Just think of an object and then look it up.
Yeah, for real. You could just look up like when was
the iPhone invented.
yeah.
Nah, that one's a little.
What would it be, Devin?
Yeah, what is it? Huh, bud?
The iPhone?
Yeah, huh, bud?
2007, I thought.
Yeah.
What, that was 2009.
Hot air balloon. And I'll look
Okay,
for
see, that one
think
makes
about the hot
sense.
air balloon, and I'll find a.
Well, blimps have been around for a long time.
Hot air balloons are before that.
Yeah.
Since the Heisenberg.
Yeah. That was what year was that?
That
I
or
think
War
it's gotta
II,
be.
right?
It's gotta be. Yeah, it's gotta be in like.
the early 1900s, I'm thinking.
Hot air balloon?
I was gonna say
Before that.
Yeah, you're right.
Before
You
that.
think way before
early
that?
early
Decent
1800s.
bit.
I was gonna say somewhere in the 1800s.
I think it's before that, dude.
That's how they map territories.
think?
Hot air balloons are simple, bro.
But
I mean, what were you gonna say? 1700s somewhere or before that?
Probably around that. 16, 1700s.
So you think hot air balloons were a thing before the U.S.?
Yes.
what do you think? They hot air balloon across the ocean?
I don't know.
'cause they don't move- they-
Okay, I think it's somewhere in the 1800s.
yeah, I'm saying like 1825.
I was
All
gonna
right,
say.
that's fine. We can guess that. But if it's earlier, just know.
Okay.
I
If
think
it-
it's earlier than that.
I think it's gonna be around 1870.
But we can guess that.
If I had to guess on my own.
What is it, pal?
I lost it. Okay, what was the guess? I found it.
We went like 18 something, 1820.
You're only about 40 years off. 1783. Joseph
Okay.
Ralph and Jacques Etienne Montgolfier, or whatever, Golfier, build the first manned hot air balloon. Guess what else was invented in that same year relating to the sky? Just
Blimp.
not a blimp.
Skydiving.
Parachutes.
Parachutes. It was parachutes.
Out of a hot air
Nice.
Parachutes were also invented in
I see the
1783.
demand there.
Yeah.
balloon. I see the demand there. One
Some
guy
of these
went up and they're
blimps
like,
seem
man,
to-
wouldn't it be cool to like just be able to jump down from this?
Or you know when
case.
when a bird flies into your blimp and it gets a big hole, you're like,
And he
that's
just needs something to
that's
live.
unfortunate.
Now watch, the parachute was made first. Like, yo, guys, let's figure out something to use this with.
Who's the first person to use a parachute?
That's
though?
a good question.
Maybe they clutched up. Maybe they got a hole in their blimp and they cut out a parachute from their
Grabbed
blimp
it.
and then they jumped.
Definitely
They
used like
invented
an
it.
animal or something.
Or something.
Like
yeah.
for the parachute, they strapped it on a pig or something, and they just chucked the pig off the
You
parachute.
just use a weight.
They
you
unstrapped
can
it,
just use
chucked
a
the
weight.
pig.
You just
Well,
strap
you
a
can't-
face to it and be
Yeah.
like, it broke, but
Yeah.
like it didn't break that bad.
I was thinking like vase or maybe like fruits or something.
Eggs.
I'm all for
the first
animal
egg drop.
Who said that?
Jason voted pro send chimpanzees into space. 1961.
Yes, yes, I did.
You got the next one?
Yeah.
What is it?
Do you like killing animals, Luke?
Here's an actual little trivia for you guys because you should know relatively the cotton gin. Who invented it?
Okay.
Eli Whitney.
Eli Whitney.
It was Eli Whitney,
All right,
and
I
that was
got-
in what 18? It would have been
1830.
Do you have some, Jacob? Because my website, I can't
I got
find it.
one. Well, I just thought of one and looked it up.
Okay.
definitely
Chess.
had to. It definitely had to be somewhere close to
Okay,
that.
well, which one are we doing here?
Yeah.
The cotton gin, real quick.
Definitely had to be close to that. I don't know.
Now that Jacob,
I should know this exact date
Yeah,
though. That's
I
what's
know I've
sad.
heard
I
it.
think it's
But-
like 1847.
Okay,
We were thinking like 18. Yeah, so we just
Yeah.
1840.
let's go with that.
17. Yep, I gotta go up. Oh, gotta go up again. 93.
1793. Okay.
That's earlier than I thought.
I mean, that's like prime time cotton is king range right there. You know what I mean?
That was was a little bit after that.
I thought it was 2.
at least.
But that's fine. What's yours, chess?
Chess.
Like
I'm
the
gonna go
game
pretty
of
old.
chess?
Chess has to be old, bro. Chess is old.
Chess is so old.
It is. I'm just not sure. There's definitely a transition where they went board games. That was just a board game. Like, when did it get considered chess, you know?
Oh,
Because, like,
yeah.
board games like that have been around forever.
I feel like, what website did you use? Wikipedia? I feel like Wikipedia is just going to be like, the first board of chess found is when
I'm going to go pretty
it's got to
old.
be old. But no, I see what you mean, like the rules and regulations.
Like, when did it become chess?
I
Because
wonder where chess was from. Like, it sounds like every time I picture an old chess set, it's always like Northern Europe kind of looking stones that they used. I'm gonna just say
are we all in agree in
209
CE?
BC is what I'm gonna say.
BC.
209 BC. I don't know, man. Because you're right. If it's like all the rules and regulations.
This is a whole different item.
Okay, good. Yeah, Jacob, take it. My Wi-Fi's not
Okay.
or resource. I'm gonna say BC. I think it's really old. I'm gonna go
What was
200
happening
BC.
around 200 BC? Like, what's one of the main things that was happening at that
Greeks.
time? Okay.
Early, yeah.
Okay.
Early Greek.
I definitely think it could be before that then.
Jerusalem was being founded.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I feel like
Yeah.
at that time there's so many different areas that could have done it. You got
Yeah,
Greeks,
you know what?
Egyptians,
I'll agree with
Jerusalem.
Isaiah. I
You
think
could
I
even
think
go
that could be right.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess what I saw. I'm going to go just because I think you're capping knowing
What?
you.
Okay.
I think it's 800 BCE or BC.
Okay. All right, Jacob.
It was 600 AD.
80.
Invented in India.
So,
And when you say
Yeah, that makes
Okay.
sense.
in India, oh, that does still. Yeah. That makes
Okay, well, you
sense.
might want to pick something else because whatever your other one was, I just said it because you weren't.
This one
lying.
Dang it.
this one I just found was
Wait, what was the other
800
one?
BC. Horse saddles.
600 AD or CE after.
BC.
okay.
600.
So before Common Era.
Wait, chess.
Chess was 680.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I gotta think of something now. Okay.
Only 800 off. It's less than a century.
I mean, for chess, that's a pretty good
Yeah.
one.
I mean, I think as far as board
See.
games go, we were in the realm. You know,
Probably.
probably way after.
Yeah, like
if I'm being
it's like
honest.
when did the chess become chess? Like
Yeah.
when did the rules shift enough to like? I think that's what kind of.
All
I
right.
can't believe I never thought about India. Although I don't know the timeline on India too much.
Electric refrigeration.
Electric refrigeration. I'm trying to think Nikola Tesla era. That's like 1840s, you think? No, 18.
The iPhone was in 2007, by the way.
18.
Nice.
When was Nikola Tesla, Edison, all those guys? Like 1850s? 1860s?
It's gotta be a bit after that.
Electric refrigeration. Well, let's think about this rationally. Instead of thinking about when was that invented, let's think about when did the ice shipping companies go out of business and go 2 years before that.
Yeah, because everyone knows those.
Yeah.
Pretty easily. I say they went out of business once else.
I'm going to go
Make ice.
1861.
That's fine. That's.
It's electric. I don't know.
I think that's too early. I think I'm a little after. I'm gonna go like flat 1900. I
Like,
think.
when did Ben Franklin find electricity? That was like 17.
Well,
I hate when people say that. Ben Franklin did not invent electricity. He did not discover electricity. He merely understood that lightning consists of electricity. That's all he did. He literally got shocked and found
Lightning-
out that lightning consists of electricity. It is electricity. He didn't invent it. He didn't
Electric
create
refrigeration.
I'm gonna stick to my guns because I think like when we're thinking about like electricity, they have to harness it in a certain right way for refrigerant, right? But I feel like everyone might have started getting it in 1900. Was what you were saying?
it. Time's running out.
Okay, go ahead.
We want to stop it and then we can
Yeah,
do a third one.
I like
All right.
that.
We're gonna pause it and then we're gonna
Yeah.
hit back with a new session. Just.
It was 1913.
That's what I was just
Electric
about to say, bro.
refrigeration.
Because I was like, I don't think it's that early. Because like, do you think of like electric refrigerators? Like that's pretty new. Like that's pretty high tech stuff. But then again, I'm like, they had that in the Roaring '20s. But I'm thinking it
Yeah.
was real fresh in the Roaring '20s.
Oh
I was-
yeah.
I'm like,
That's
they
good.
definitely have had to have it by then.
Yeah, that's
Prohibition, a couple years after They made the fridge.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, Prohibition is now like 1918.
I'm not sure.
No, it's 1920.
Had to be. It was like mid Roaring Twenties, actually, wasn't it? Look it up.
I would bet it
I
got
don't know.
what do you call it? What do they call it?
Oh yeah.
Not appealed.
It didn't even get appealed. They just
They made
straight
another
up put
one.
They
Yeah,
put
yeah.
a new
That-
amendment that's like,
The
hey,
night-
no
this
kids.
one.
My bad.
1920.
When it got
When was it?
It went to effect in 1920,
So yeah, it probably cut off like mid.
and that's
This
when
guy.
people just went crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it just
Only
didn't
lasted
matter.
3 years,
Well, you're
Or-
supposed to be a history teacher, huh?
13 years.
Really?
Yeah. All the way until 1933. I didn't know it lasted that long.
Through the Roaring Twenties.
Yes.
What?
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Prohibition
That's a long
lasted 13
time.
Yeah,
years.
that would be awful.
Well, there's the big
Well-
rules around it because all it prohibited was the sell or purchase
Production
of it or production
and purchase. So
Yeah.
as long as you consumed it,
If you like,
It's-
if you were sitting there just consuming it and drinking alcohol, like they couldn't do anything. But like they
Yeah.
wouldn't allow places to sell. it,
like
so it's
house
probably very
parties
underground.
were a big thing, but like
Yeah.
speakeasies were like on the low key because they were like selling it.
What a weird time.
Yeah, they
That'd
spoke
be a
funny
great
too.
time to be
You
alive.
guys ever heard of the transatlantic dialect? That's
Absolutely
what
not.
like if you listen to movies from like from whenever they started not being silent films to about like 1950s, early 1960s, like the way they spoke in those movies, that's a transatlantic dialect. Even though they only spoke that way in film. Like if you see old bloopers of those movies, as soon as the cameras stop, like as soon as they play cut, they start speaking just like you and I.
You got another one, Jacob?
Yeah, when was currency first used?
Jeez,
Printed bills or coins?
Oh, okay. Coins.
I mean,
Okay, I was gonna say like seashells. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that goes back all the way. That would go
Yeah.
back all
Coins.
Not like
So
gold.
actual coins
Coins.
for like any country, or just are you talking about like a specific country?
general.
Country, empire.
Honestly, I think I'm gonna go back first civilization, like all the way back.
Mesopotamia.
Yeah, Mesopotamia.
So I watched a movie and it was said a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, and I know that they had some currency. So
Yeah, are we speaking Earth or like how many parsecs away are we allowed to go?
Parsecs. That's a time.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I don't know
Relative to
don't exactly know the frame that it was in, but I know it was a long, long time ago.
Yeah, when was Mesopotamia? 1300.
Hmm?
When was Mesopotamia? Around 1300 BC.
Mm-mm.
Early?
I don't know, but it's well before that, dude.
Is it?
Yeah.
Says a parsec
So
is
long ago.
1.917 times 10 to the 13th miles.
Yeah. Anytime it's ever been used, well, in fiction, it's always relative to speed. So like if you get in a spaceship, go so many parsecs. It's like light years.
Yeah, I
for
was gonna
us.
say it's like light
It's
years.
like it's 6 light years away. It's just a time frame. You know, that's what I was saying.
Yeah,
but
Parsec is 3.25 light years. It's longer than a light year.
Han Solo is kind of like that. But
because it's not an actual thing.
yeah. They could say any speed they wanted, and it would have been damn.
People will be like, "Okay,
Wow.
wow, that has nothing to do with anything." But
Interesting.
2500 BC was Mesopotamia.
You just look up the answer.
No,
Yeah,
I just
pretty
looked up
much.
when the well, are we going to go with that?
Civilization,
I mean, so it could be before
2500
that too,
BC.
though.
I'm gonna go 20.
I think I'm going to go a little after that.
Well, that's weird, Mesopotamia. So it's more like when was Babylon a thing, and Babylon had to been like 300 years after that. So I'm gonna go 2250 BC.
Yeah, I'll just go 2200.
Yeah.
And it could be way off still. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Because, again, like, what's.
But to have something with coins,
Because they might have just straight up traded back then, just barter, no currency, no set coin, you know,
yeah, a
just
lot of
like
it
thing
was
for
barter.
thing.
But when you first set up agriculture, whoever's in charge of that, at some point you do need to go.
So,
I'm trying
Okay.
to think. I used to know when.
We'll
the
go with
first
that. 2200.
yeah, 2200.
2250.
2250.
The first
We're gonna be off by 200,
recorded.
and that won't matter.
Yeah, so 2500 was Mesopotamia, but they created the shekel, and they created the shekel. But I was more referencing gold coins that were printed at 600 BC.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Gold coins. That was like
Gold
a
coins
while
and
after.
bills.
Oh, are you saying like gold coins?
When was the shekel used? Like does it
Okay,
say
who
5,000
used
years
those?
ago?
It just says 5,000.
years ago?
Who used the first
By
gold
who?
coins?
It was King Lydia's king Archelaus minted was believed to be the first official currency. The Lydian stater.
So it just says 5,000 years ago.
No, that happened 600 BC.
Was the first
was
currency?
was the gold coin, but Mesopotamian shekels were 5,000 years ago.
Okay, yeah. So I think we count the shekel. So that we're pretty close. 5,000 years ago is more
We're
like
250 off.
yeah, I guess.
No.
Or about
We were like 3,000.
3,000
500
BC,
off.
so we're like 500 off.
What was 5,000 BC?
5,000 years ago. I don't know why they said it like that. So,
Oh, 5,000 years ago.
so it's like
Oh,
3,000
yeah,
BC.
yeah.
so.
We're not so off then. So far off. Clutch up.
All right, last one, $100 bill. Lightning round. Each person gets
The
one pick.
$100 bill.
Lightning fast.
$100 bill.
I've never seen a
1,500.
I got $1 million bill.
Monopoly.
1,900 flat.
Who's on the $100 bill?
Come on, I don't know that, but
You never seen one, bro. Like you and me. That is a fun thing. You
Yeah,
guys know
18
who's on the $10 bill?
No, 1902.
It's going to basically copy Devin's answer. So
What did
I'll-
you say?
1,900 flat.
Oh,
It's
I was going to say, I'll go like just to.
It's the Price is Right rules for everyone.
Oh, 1903. No. In that case, I'll go 1925.
It was 1914.
Well, I said 1903 first.
Yeah, so Jason wins.
Hey! You know, changing
All right.
that.
We'll see you guys in a quick second then.
Well, I thought
Hopefully,
ending.
we're just going to close
Oh,
it.
yeah, no, this is it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we're just going to.
So we're gonna have no ending.
Oh,
for
yeah.
this episode.
Yeah, it's fine.
Unless we do the ending right now and you clip it and put it on the back.
Oh, we can just say, you're not going to see an ending. We're not being rude.
Yeah.
We just messed up on our half.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Have
you
a good day.
Yeah, if you stick around that.
We'll just
long
give you a
end,
mid episode. Thank you guys
Yeah.
for watching.
Follow the socials, please. At Speaking Sporadically. What's your favorite word, Jason?
Scrub.
Oh,
Take out. So many.
It's not bad.
it's not bad actually.
We've talked about how swick
You know-
is a word that's good.
Probably watermelon because you can like lip sing it with everything. Watermelon. I can prove it.
Jacob, sing something, and then we'll try
Interesting.
to. Lip sync.
Have you not seen this before?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's a big thing. Like if you just
Yeah.
mouth watermelon, it looks like you're rapping anything. I don't think it.
I want to say, yeah.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it. I mean, I've seen it, and I don't think it works. But
I've always
some
been
people are
told-
gullible.
Nobody
always
has
been
ever
told,
told me that I was messing up the lyrics when I was doing that.
What works better is gullible. If you mouth gullible, it works better.
Yeah. Actually, if you say gullible slow enough, you heard of this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you say gullible slow enough, you can like pretty much click it just right, so it release like a euphoria feel, like dopamine kind of releases in your head. You gotta
Serious?
you gotta hold it out though. It's like, you know what chai yoga is?
Yeah.
So pretty much in chai yoga, they use homeostasis breathing to get themselves like fully developed in a very intense flow state, and you can have DMT like trips doing Thai yoga if you can do it just right. So it's kind of similar to that. You know,
What's homeostasis?
You know what homeostasis is?
I want you to explain homeostasis.
It's like being in complete balance, like nothing's out of whack.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like when your body's in homeostasis, like it's considered a lot with weight. Like once your body has a homeostasis weight level that it likes to be at, where you are consuming like a natural amount of calories, you're not gaining any weight, you're not losing any weight, you're in a nice homeostasis. It's the most healthy position to be in.
Yeah.
So going back to that gullible thing, what did you say?
So pretty much, if you say gullible, I guess it's kind of irrelevant to homeostasis because you're not really putting your body in a homeostasis. But it was a Harvard study. They tested like 7,000, 8,000 people, big study, like good statistics, sample population. If you say gullible long enough and slow enough, and you get it just perfect, it like clicks in your head and just dopamine release.
It sometimes takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
It's like depending on how good you are, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Me and Isaiah got it once.
I've
you?
never gotten
Easy.
it.
Yeah.
I've never gotten
And
it
then I
either. I've
looked
never,
up-
I've never done it.
Well, if you never
Looked up,
tried, yeah, give
try
it
it
a try.
out.
And
Yeah.
all of a sudden, like after it
So you
clicked,
just say it like slowly. So like,
Yeah, hold the note.
golly gee, how dumb do you think I am, bro?
that's what I know.
Hey, you would think
That
you would
was-
think that everyone
that was
would
a-
catch on, but they don't.
That was a horrible take, but that was
Okay.
it was a take.
See, the reason Isaiah's being so defensive about it is
Wait,
because when we
have you ever
first got
tried it
in
with
here-
Luke?
I'm not being defensive.
well, not defensive, but
Maybe
Well,
Luke-
I'll
maybe
say
Luke
I'll
would
out
fall
myself.
for it.
First of all, yeah, I fell for it for like 20 minutes when I was
We're
12. All right, sue me.
more, dude.
But then I had
try 20 hours. I was literally trying to sleep one
Oh, yeah.
night, and you were just on the grind saying, "Mike, can you respectfully, dude, stop?"
yeah.
They're
But-
playing with you, and you're like,
Hey.
"No, Riley said the stats, a survey."
It's not my fault.
It was Nate. It was Nate.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
Nate
didn't-
had this big rant that he would
Okay,
explain.
it's not my fault that at 12 I didn't know what goal meant. If I would have known, I wouldn't have fallen for it. But I can't stop. You guys are children.
Yeah,
The
Mr.
next year I
Gullible.
made up for it. I was 12. I was a literal child.
12-year-old dummy.
Hey, the next year I made up for it because mine
Did
was
you
mine
get
was
someone?
elite that next year. I can't say it.
Yeah, we can't say that
unfortunately,
one,
but it was
though.
a good one.
It's like the.
It was a salt and pepper shaker.
Have you seen the thing? It's like, so I'll be like, what's TWE spell? So say it out loud.
TWE.
No, like
Oh, tweet.
Yeah. What's TOW spell?
Toe.
Yeah. What's WOW spell?
Wow.
What's WOO spell?
Woo.
Yeah. And then it'll be like after it's so many times of like saying that kind of stuff, then they go, what does TWO spell?
12.
Yeah.
Two.
Yeah. So then there'll always be like TWO. And then so like sometimes they don't catch on and it'll be like TWO. And they're like, no. What's TWO spell? And they're like, TWO. And they're at this point they're getting like upset. Everyone is like just laughing.
Yeah.
And so then they just keep saying TWO.
I've seen that with
I.
eyes. What is
Yeah.
EYES?
yeah,
spelled
eyes
like,
is another one.
Yes.
It's usually E.
Oh, Jake and I were watching a video last Wednesday, and it was all the different ways people spell Ouija board, like the spirit. How to break Luigi board? How to use a Ouija board?
Yeah, because
Please help! Luiga board is not working.
he's reading off all the
What?
comments on
What?
his YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
what am I thinking?
Lawaga board.
Please help! I lost my
There's a-
linguini board.
Maybe
There was a
maybe
meme-
Flight reacts. I know Flight had something
There
like
was a
that.
meme that went crazy. It was Phineas and Ferb. Someone tried to spell Phineas and Ferb, but they kept botching it. It was like, how you... It was like, what episode is Phineas e Freb? And then it goes a whole bunch, and like at the end, it's how you spell Phineas. Because this person could not get it right.
I think
Phineas and Freb. And then at the last one was like, girl, how you spell Phineas? Because none of them were right. I'm going to see if I can find it.
I like words, bro. I like words.
Oh, that's so funny.
Firesius. Ferb, man.
Some YouTubers, yo, they just get famous off that stuff, though.
I know.
it just
Make
takes-
one banger.
Flight's probably the most known for it, though. Oh my,
Yeah.
some of this takes. Did you see the one when it's like has a line, and it's like, which line? It's like a little kid show, and he's like, which line is shorter than the other one? And it's like one long line and one short one. He's like, so, and it's like, this is line A, this is line B. He's like, so obviously line B is longer, but you know it's a trick question, so I'm gonna go with line A. It's like I got this game, and then it's like, obviously line A is shorter than line B, and he's like.
I found
He just sits there.
I found it. So it goes, for Disney movie character day, on Monday, I'm dressing up as Ferb from
Penis and Ferb.
I'm dressing up as Penis and Ferb. Phineas and Fern. Phineas and Freb. Wait. Phineas and Freb.
Why
Girl, how you spell Phineas?
Why does she keep?
Look at it.
Why does
she
she
doesn't
keep?
know how to spell it. She doesn't know how to spell it.
But like, why does she keep?
She's replying to her own comments.
Yes.
Why would she keep clicking send?
I don't know.
Bro, she spelled Phineas right the second time.
And you still said Phineas.
No,
No, you
she
said it for
didn't-
the one. There's a U in one of them.
Dude, like the third one is like 10 syllables. Like it's like E-A-U-A-E-A-S.
She only asks, "How do you spell Phineas?" when she didn't get the other name
Yeah.
right either.
Verb, Freb, Fern.
How you spell Phineas?
It's literally the first one, Ferd. Phineas and Fern. Phineas and Freb. Wait, Phineas. Wait. Yeah, that's just spelled like the same. Girl, how you spell Phineas?
The last one gets me weak.
Yes. I don't know why that popped in my head, but that was funny. Thank
Blessed
you.
to have
Thank
people
you for
like that in
reminding
the
me.
world.
Honestly, there's so
Yeah,
many
you
of them.
really are.
All you see is videos online, and
You
it's like
really
that.
are.
Like one. Okay, so I was watching a video one time, and they thought Washington D.C. was a state.
What type of idiot?
You got to be a different kind of dumb to think. Oh no!
Oh, that was horrible.
That was Devin, by the way. Go back
In
and
my
watch
defense,
that.
there is no difference between it and any other
Honestly,
state.
though, I mean,
Other than what is considered. Like, they both have its own electoral college votes, its own form of government, it's its own entity. Literally,
You gotta
there's no
tell me.
difference, but that's fair.
What? Oh, I didn't hear him. I just laughed.
This is the best when you're at a party and someone says something and you're just like, yeah. And like, no, I asked you it. Like,
the guy on that video, he will be like, I bring up another video, but he was like, that one that's like, he goes up to her, it was a TikTok thing, and he goes up, he's like, yo, where do you work at? And then he's at her, and he's like, oh, thank you. Where do you work at? Oh, no, that's away.
Have you guys seen the video where the guy goes up, some random lady asks her a question, and she like is mid-answering, he's like, whoa. He sits on the ground, and he's like, get it moving. Traffic's horrible today. Then he slides away on the ground in the
hell?
grocery store.
No.
Or is that a dream?
I have not seen that
I
video.
swear, there's like a weird.
is that a dream?
That may have been me.
Jacob's like, wait, was that a dream?
There's a weird trend. I don't know. I hope it's still not going on because it's so awkward and like cringe-inducing to watch. But it's like people in grocery stores going up to like older, greater generation kind of people, and like, can you record me for a second? And then do the most out-of-pocket crap you've ever seen in the world.
It was just like, they were like all like little kids and stuff, but like, he's like, the lady, she was like, can you take a video of me? She's like, she makes like this battle cry. She's like, ah! She like gets on the ground. She's in there. And he like just dropped the phone, and he just, yeah, run away.
Chick, when I saw him the other day when it was, can you take a video of me? And then so they start taking the video. Then they're taking a video. The guy who asked was asking the other person questions, and all of a sudden another camera guy comes in out of nowhere. The camera raises like 12 foot in the air, and the guy that originally walked up starts running away as it's getting chased by this 12-foot dude. This girl must have been a OG because she started laughing and run along with him. But I could imagine just somebody walking. Can you take a video? Yeah, I got you. All of a sudden this other guy comes up with a separate camera on a freaking huge. So he's like raises it like this, then starts running at you.
Like the guy, the little kid will be like, take a video of me, I'm gonna get a YouTube video. He'll be like, what's up, guys? I'm gonna be doing this today.
Yeah.
And he says some completely
so
out of
crazy.
pocket something.
I've seen one where a dude said some low key like racist stuff.
Yeah.
And then someone like started like people were like kind of getting on him about it, like surrounding him, and he goes, well, the guy behind the camera's got my back, and it just goes, whoa, what? No, and then the video cuts.
Well, the one guy who got famous, the one guy who got famous off of saying like "Shoot Poppy Miano," and he just like But he hits people with actual stuff. He beats them with it. And it's like, dude, that's like assault. That's not even funny at
There's
this point.
videos where they put buckets on people's heads. Then they're the only two in the aisle. Then they put a bucket on their head too. It's like, oh no, what?
Yeah, I saw a video. This guy was dressed up as a teddy bear and he was hiding in the middle of an aisle, and people were walking by, and he was throwing this like big brick at him, and these people were falling over. It looks like he had aimbot. He was not missing, just nailing people in the head. And I'm like, you gotta chill, bro.
Dude has a vendetta.
Like it'd be funny if you were just like, you know, hitting them like in the hip softly, but knocking people, like old people too.
Oh man,
I could not find that video I was looking for.
I love
Probably doesn't
pranksters.
exist. Probably doesn't exist.
It doesn't
That was a dream, bro.
Stupid prank ones though that like I know Disney tried to have like a couple different shows that was just like about pranking people. Oh my gosh, I hated those shows. So
So
it was just
awful,
cheesy
dude.
ones.
Pouring shampoo on people, like you know, like the
Okay, those are funny.
public.
You ever seen the big buff bodybuilder type
Yeah,
guy?
they're trying to wash their hair at like a beach shower, and someone's across the wall every now and then pouring more
Yeah.
shampoo on. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, they did it to a real buff guy, and he got to a point, he throws both of his arms out and lets off like a hawk, like screech, like,
I've seen all of this, bro.
seen that one. I've seen that one.
You get so frustrated. You just
he couldn't take it anymore,
I wanna do
dude.
that
Because he was
one.
like
I wanna
suffocating. He
see
was
that
like, he was like struggling to breathe because soap was constantly falling over his face.
how would you not
Feel the glob. I don't know how you not feel the glob
Yeah.
falling on your head.
Well, they would do it when they're like scrubbing,
That's
like
kinda
true.
their hands
Yeah.
are moving over.
Also, I guess like you wouldn't think someone's gonna be putting
Yeah,
shampoo
yeah.
on your head.
Because everyone always grabs it, and then you hear them like call people like, "What type of shampoo did you buy? What the heck is this?" And they like always pick it up and try to look at it and stuff because it's not coming out. Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can get the guy.
So he just stands in the open of the public, and he's like, "Ah!"
I'm gonna see if
Please,
I
I
can.
hope he finds it.
I'm gonna see if I can pull up the screen.
That'd be so cheesy. Oh,
Lovely.
lovely.
Sorry, he's looking it up. All right, if you guys had to get famous by doing a prank like that was your sole purpose, what do you think you would do? Like, you have an area you would stick to?
If I had to,
Like, what they would call them nowadays, like menace to societies. If you would have to be a menace to society in some way.
You're talking about like all the stuff we've talked about.
Yeah, like would you do like those type of shampoo pranks?
I feel like I'd walk up to people, ask them the most crazy questions possible.
Like awkward interviews type
Yeah,
things.
super awkward.
Like there's
like
a few
lure them into a
Yes.
false sense of calm,
Have you guys
and
seen?
then just be like, so.
I would definitely do something like that. Yeah.
Do you think if you disappeared
All right.
sometime between
guys ready?
August and October in 2023, what would happen?
I would definitely.
Do you
something
have any-
like that? Yeah.
Right back to it.
That would
So
be frustrating.
I don't know if you guys have seen that, but the guy who goes up, he's like, "Do you want $20 or a chance on the spin the wheel?" Oh, I'll take $20. So they're spinning the wheel. Be like, "Give me $10." It's like, that's what it'll land on. It'll be like, "Give me $10," and they'll be like, "Give me a massage" and stuff like that. And he's like, "Why didn't you take the $20?"
I've seen
not
one
look at the
where it's
wheel?
like, "Give me your shoes," and they're like, "I need your shoes," and like she has like slides on. She slides them on. They just take her shoes and walk away.
Ask someone for their phone number, and then she'll be like, "Can I have your phone number?" He's like, "Serious?" And he's
are
like,
funny.
"Yeah, can I have it?" And he's just like, and they just stand there awkwardly for 20 seconds. That's the end of the video.
Yeah, they just stand there. Those are funny. Those awkward.
Those
wheel
are
guys.
definitely the videos I would try to do.
Okay. Are you the same way I do?
Yeah, man, I would ask really weird questions.
Because
I
my
think.
initial thought, what I would
What was the
do,
premise of the question? real quick?
if you had to be a menace to society per se, how would you do it? Like that's a
I
huge
feel like Jacob might be case in
area
point.
of content right now.
Jacob's like, what do you mean? How would I do it?
Like what type? Do you have like a prank or like a different
Do those people that go and ask people like general knowledge questions count, and then they record them not knowing the answer to like 7 + 9 or something?
If you say that
you
they're
say they're
right,
correct.
yes,
then I agree.
those are the best. It's like
and then I say they're correct.
name 3 countries, and they're like
Alabama.
Alabama.
That's one.
That's one. Yeah, those are the best. If you do that, that's
Name
fine.
3 states: Ohio, Washington D.C.
Austin.
And then at the end of it, they'll be like, "Is that right?" I'm like, "Yeah,
That's impressive.
Gives them like 20.
Yeah, that's what I would do, guaranteed. Those are funny.
Oh, we're like Billy on the street, kind of.
No, but he actually says like if they're wrong.
Yeah.
Like if
Yeah, but like he kind of just makes fun of people all the
Kind
time
of,
and
yeah.
stuff. I'm not like a huge fan of him, but like that's kind of
me to make fun of people.
I don't like watching.
But
videos
just to
of
like
him.
not make fun of them, but just to, like say they're right, and then behind a computer screen.
But he has some clips that make me laugh. I'm not gonna.
The guy
lie.
I'm thinking of, he always encourages him to be like, I don't know, man. He'd be like, come on, just guess.
take a
And
shot
they'll
at
be
that.
like-
Like
they'll
there's
be
always
like-
a chance.
95. He's like, 90.
2 times 2 is 95.
yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
You
What
got
year,
it.
what year did the War of 1812 take place? 1972.
Yeah.
Oh, how did you know? It was
That's
a grandpa in it or something.
That's right. If you do that,
That
then
is
that's
correct.
what that is.
Name a woman. Name a woman. Come on, just name a woman. Have you seen that clip? She's just like, oh,
Yeah, that's Billy on the street.
that's
That's
him.
it.
He's
Yeah,
famous
yeah,
for just
yeah.
frazzling
Yeah.
people.
There's some really funny stuff from that one. Man.
I
Billy.
think. Well, my
would you
original
do?
idea for what I would do is like the people that will like say something weird or do something weird to someone in public and then say nothing. Like one's famous where you just moan in their ear and you stand back and you just go.
Nah, dude, I could never.
I would not.
But then that was my original thought. But I've seen
would
some
be
of those.
fucking
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen
same.
people get
people
tagged.
get people
No,
get
we're
a,
talking
people
about the
get
guy
angry.
who like waits in trees sometimes or sits behind a tree, and he'll like just be like, and he'll have like a mask on and he'll be like looking at them and he'll say something like, "I'll ride that chicken."
Yeah, oh, no, that guy doesn't hide behind trees. He just walks by like
No, but he has videos where he just like hides behind trees and he'll take pictures of someone and he'll like airdrop it to him sitting on a bench. so he'll be behind a tree and he'll like take a picture and airdrop it to them sitting on a bench.
no.
And then they like get it and they like look back and then he's just like his head's like peeking out. And he's like,
No.
they'll be like, "What do you want?" And he's like, and he's just like slowly takes one step closer to him. And the guy's like, "Back away!" And the guy gets like
yeah,
like
Yeah,
Tense.
see, I wouldn't want to scare people.
tense. He's
bro.
like, "Stay away, stay
Yeah.
away." And sometimes they'll like go up and like,
oh, an hilarious prank, and it's not even a prank. Like these are one of the ones that's like it's too far. But we were talking about it because we were at Home Depot. There's like every once in a while I'll get a video where someone will turn on the outside garden to like those in Home Depots where all the plants are. They'll turn on the hose and then spray customers without realizing it, and they're like, "I don't know how to turn it off, sir." And it's just drenching the guy. I'll try to look at the video. They are hilarious because like it'll be like behind their back and they'll be doing something else, and then they'll like look and then we'll turn it on and it'll be like drenching. Just a customer walking by is like, "Hey, buddy." He's like, "I don't know how to turn it off. It's stuck. It's broken."
He's gripping it.
Okay. I would love to get a few just like yellow vests and just walk into a Walmart or a zoo.
we're like a movies. Like have you seen those like people that just bring like ladders and
Yeah,
stuff
I've
in
seen
a
that.
movie acting
Oh
like
yeah,
the
and just get it.
construction people? Yeah.
Yeah, I would do that to a zoo and then like take a monkey.
I've seen people do that, and they'll go to McDonald's and actually like fix their ice cream machines, and the manager will pay them cash, and then they'll leave. They'll be like, upper management sent us $2,500 fix the ice cream, and they know how to fix it, and they fix it, and then they pay them cash and they leave.
Another question is, so like on Impractical Jokers, if you were a guy and you didn't know, so say like they were making a skit and like you were someone who got like really upset, like you didn't know it was a joke and like you got like mad and you chased one of them and like tried to like fight one of them,
Okay.
would you let them show your face if that was you?
If I fought them,
Like if you chased them around and tried to fight them, and then like they had to get people out
Yeah.
to keep you away
See,
from
if I
them.
fell for a
Would
prank,
you,
and
would
that's it.
you let them show your face?
Probably
If
not.
I fell for a prank and like, I just looked dumb, but I didn't do anything else, then yeah, I'd let them show my face.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I like got like mad, like if I got like out of character
That-
mad, I wouldn't let him show my face. I feel like
So wait, sorry, say this again. I was looking for.
So
this
like if
video.
you were a guy on Impractical Jokers and like Sal like made you that mad in this skit that he was doing and like you got so mad that you like yelled at him, cussed him out, and like chased him around the
Yeah.
convenience store or whatever to like try to punch him and stuff, would you let them show your face?
Probably not if I got mad. But then again, like it depends, because if you're in public, they don't have to ask. Like, you know, like there's depending on where you are, they don't have to blur your face.
Really?
Usually, I think they still do, like they're still like.
I was gonna say, I know I've seen like some that they don't.
Yeah,
show their
sometimes
face, so
they blur
I thought they
faces.
just asked everyone that was like.
They
I
probably
think
do.
television might have
I think
rules
they,
on it.
yeah.
Television
yeah.
might have rules on it.
I wonder if you have to say so much stuff or something until like they have to get your permission.
Yeah.
done.
Well, the only thing is I know if you're under 18, then you have to have permission, even
Oh,
if you're
yeah.
in public.
Okay.
But if they're adults, then if they're in public, you don't have to. But I
Right.
bet they still do, just out of
Yeah.
Respect.
yeah.
I feel like if someone, especially like in such a situation like that, especially, they would probably not like just embarrass you like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's all said and done and like the camera stopped rolling and I was still upset.
Because
it's
now that I
like,
think
yeah,
about
just
it, if
be
it's like
silent,
Impractical Joker specifically, even if I really get mad, like I kind of want my face to be on it, because else your friends probably wouldn't believe you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want
or
my
whatever.
friends to see me that upset, like trying to hurt somebody though over a prank.
I feel like we would know if they only put out your face. If you showed me the skit, I would definitely be able to tell it's you still,
That's
though,
kinda
because
true.
I
True.
Clothes and your
I would
posture.
I would definitely know like
Yeah.
the height, and like you could still see like you would still be able to see like basically
Everything
your
about the
hair and
face,
stuff,
yeah.
but like it would just be obviously not. But if I got that mad, like if I just fell for the joke, like Isaiah said, I would let them have it. But like if I got mad and it's like made me look like insecure and stuff, then I'd probably say no.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Like if I was just having a bad day and someone joked me, I just snap tackled him and was like kicking him and stuff. Nah, bro.
Sorry.
First, like, don't sue me, please. But
Yeah, I was just watching that
Have
today.
they ever-
I was just watching that today.
have
so
they
that's
ever
why I
got
brought
some
that up,
type
actually.
of like inducing panic charge on them? They ever done anything that could have
Not that I've heard of.
been that?
I don't know.
Inducing panic. I mean, if they got an inducing, yeah, I feel like if they did, it had to have been in the earlier days because now they have people. Well, then when they really got into it, they had people tell them like, "All right, you cannot do this."
Yeah, they got
'cause
a
that is
full
objectively
squad.
illegal.
They got a full squad.
Yeah,
I know.
They had like a nice legal
Lawyers.
team to help them.
Yeah.
Smart.
I was watching like behind the scenes and stuff. They actually have a lot of people that find out it's them, and they actually obviously
I've
they
seen
don't
that.
play it out, but like they have to like tell people in the middle of this skit that like,
Yeah, well,
hey, you
or-
gotta
yeah.
you gotta walk away. We're in the middle of it right now, so
Can't
like
blow
we
the
can't.
cover.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I actually just found that out that they always have it because I always said that I'm like, how do
Yeah,
these
it
people
makes
not know?
sense.
But a lot of people do know.
That's probably the one bad thing about their business is it probably gets harder and harder.
Oh,
The longer
yeah.
they go on, the more famous they get, and it's getting harder and harder to find people that won't
I
recognize them.
bet more
Also-
often than not, people know now at this point.
Also, there are people living in Texas that don't know what state, like they don't know Texas is a state. So
People living
Yeah.
in Texas.
That's what I was about to bring
Oh,
up.
you're
I bet
talking
there's
about-
always going to be like if you go
Yeah.
to a big city,
Yeah, there's always gonna be
Oh,
some
yeah.
people.
I
that
bet
don't
for-
know, but
maybe 30%. I'm being generous here. Like on the low end, like 30% of the
Yeah.
population, Joe Biden could come up to them and they wouldn't know who he is.
yeah.
Like 30% of adults.
Honestly, I could
30% of
But in
people
a-
that voted.
I could believe it. I
But
could
it-
believe it.
In a public crowd of 100 people, it only takes one to kind of ruin the whole take for them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you got to think about
These
that as
guys are
well.
famous.
I believe that, Jacob. I believe it.
I
So-
think 30% is a little high.
Low-key, I don't know if I would recognize them.
That's like a little less.
I mean,
than
I
1 in
definitely would.
30.
If I'm just minding my own business, I don't know. But if I notice, definitely like,
See, the
Yeah,
thing
if I
is,
noticed someone was like pranking me in my register in my head.
yeah. I've only ever seen one full episode of it.
of Practical Jokers.
Yeah, I've only ever watched it.
I,
At
don't,
your
I think
house,
I've
but it's
only
just randomly on the
ever
TV.
seen like not one
I say,
episode.
like I haven't like sit down and watched like episode by episode, but between like YouTube
yeah.
clips and like episodes that pop up on the shows, I think I've literally seen every part. Like it would be tough for you to show me a clip that I haven't seen. I could probably start
Really?
quoting most of it.
Yeah. I'd say half their stuff just doesn't really tickle my funny bone, but I'm not trying to take away how funny they are in their like real good golden moments.
So funny, dude.
But sometimes I just kind of get like, I just feel either just
Oh.
generally bad for the like people that are involved.
It can be difficult to watch it. Some
Or,
of them.
yeah,
I'm not
it's
gonna
just
lie.
so
Like
cringy,
it
I just
makes
can't-
me feel bad. I'm like,
can't
oh,
watch.
stop, make him stop. Let him go. Like,
Yeah.
No, I'm not kidding. It's tough to watch some of those ones at the end. The punishments, they're tough to watch. Like the bingo one.
I don't mind.
That one's not bad, but like, can you just imagine like the tension of always like the old people too. They'd be getting so annoyed.
Doesn't he?
That
keep
was one
calling
of the
bingo
easier
without
ones
having
too.
Bingo?
Yeah, and everyone gets mad.
Yeah,
That's one of the easier ones.
yeah.
too. So it's
That
like-
one would make me feel a little awkward.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing: would you guys rather do embarrassment or pain? Like I don't think
like
they-
the
they don't-
belly smack that Joe had to do.
Yeah, I guess. I would say they don't really do much pain stuff, but like physical pain or like more embarrassment stuff.
I think
So-
the embarrassment ones vary so much for me.
I'm going embarrassment all the way.
I'm probably going pain.
I'd
Definitely.
rather go pain because I know it's safe.
Like yeah, from a variety.
Like
'cause
equivalent,
they're
like
not gonna kill
you know, like
Yeah.
if it's a 5 out of 10 on the pain scale, it's a 5 out of 10 on the
Yeah.
embarrassment
Well, you
scale.
can only do so much on television, pain wise. So
Yeah, I think they're
like, I
pretty
feel like the
limited
max
on
you can
pain.
do is
Yeah,
get
but,
shot
like,
by paintball or like
Joe
a
had to do.
tattoo.
Yeah.
Joe had to like go into a professional belly smack contest
Yeah.
where he had to jump like 10 feet off and belly smack.
Yeah, his
like five
thing
multiple
is-
times.
yeah.
What if you lose though?
You lose. He has to do it either. It's not about winning.
Oh,
it's
it's just out of 10.
like you have to do a belly. Like if you don't do a belly smack, you're just gonna have to do it again
His
until you do
entire
it.
front
And like
body
you
was
just see
red.
it. It's
Yeah, but have you ever seen professional belly smackers? Like last second they close. The people that jump
Yeah,
off.
but
like,
he didn't.
guys.
That's
You
what I'm
can
saying, he should.
definitely tell that it did not feel
I've done
good.
some belly smackers in my time.
yeah, I don't know if I would want to
Okay.
do a 10
I
foot.
guess. I mean, yeah. I guess if that's your opinion, but like I'm gonna say I'm
Those
probably
great belly smacks when
I've
they
seen
hit the
one-
water, sit
if
there
it's
for a
something like
second, and
that-
sink down.
Wasn't there one where one of
like
them
the
had
pit-
to go in front of the kids at like a aquarium or something and like talk about turtles and then he like
Oh, the
accidentally
eggs.
drop a bunch of turtle eggs in front of like
No,
kids
he
and their
was smashing-
parents.
He was told he was doing an egg smashing competition.
Oh, that's what it
The
was.
kids were told it was a turtle hatching session. So we came in. He's like, "You guys ready?" Like, yeah. And he
Oh,
goes-
that's what it was.
He's just smashing them, and then they're like, "Yeah, present the slideshow." He's like, "Are you guys excited to watch these turtles?"
But like, I don't think I'd have it in me to like. I guess he didn't know, which would make it
Yeah,
easier.
so that guy
But
didn't
then
know.
once I realized, like, I just ruined this kid's days. At least until they
know.
find out they were chickens or whatever, chicken eggs. But I was sad.
when Q had to go put an X on every kid's page.
That one was tough. That would
What?
be tough.
So like Q was doing a challenge and it was like a finger painting contest with a bunch of little kids. And like and actually it was supposed to be just a challenge, not a punishment, but like they said, "Okay, Q, you have to put an X on one of the kids' paintings." And he's like, "Oh, that's going to be an X for me. I can't do that." And they're like, "Well, we just checked it out and you have the most losses, so now you have to do an X on every single one of the paintings."
And from corner to corner, red on these little toddlers like doodles.
Oh,
that
the
they're
whole
making.
thing?
Yes. Like, it's not usable. Like they can't take it home at all.
Oh man, I don't know if I'd be willing to go that far.
You have to. It was like he had to do it. It was a
It's a
punishment.
TV show, like.
Yeah, what are they gonna do? Kick you off?
Yeah,
At the end-
I'd rather not ruin a kid's day.
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, they tell them, and I'm sure they're pretty happy once they found out you're on the show.
I'm sure they're probably fine.
Fair
And
enough,
I think it even said in like the back.
Yeah,
like,
and like, they
extra-
show
the
you him
bonus.
coming back in and to apologize to
Yeah.
all the people at the
and
end of that one.
Yeah,
Give
I think
them
they
some
gave him like
candy.
another painting session or whatever. But that's gonna wrap up this first segment because you guys after the break.
Time's out.